Tubas come in three sizes: tenor, bass and contrabass, but the usual tuba in a full symphony orchestra is the bass tuba. It plays along with the bass line of the orchestra, often doubling the notes of the bass trombone. The tuba is the lowest brass instrument and has a range from E flat 3 octaves below middle C upwards.
Like all brass instruments, the sound is made by blowing into the mouthpiece like this and using the valves to change the notes. You may have come across the musical story of Tubby the Tuba, and the premise of that story is that Tubby was fed up of playing the bass notes of a tune and wanted to play the melody. Well, in fact, sometimes the tuba does get to play the melody, such as in Mussorgsky's Pictures at an Exhibition in the movement called Bidlow, and that's played on a tenor tuba. The tuba sits next to the bass trombone with the trumpets. It's also just behind the cellos and near to the double basses, which have a very similar range and function. If we need to play really quietly, a rather large mute can be inserted, like this.
The tuba only developed into an orchestral instrument in the late 19th century, when it took over from instruments which have now become obsolete. And there are comparatively few concertos for the tuba, but here's the most famous of them by Vaughan Williams. This is written for the bass tuba.
More recently, American composer Jennifer Higdon has written us a concerto. It's not yet recorded, so here's a section of it accompanied by piano rather than the full orchestra. The tuba is the lowest instrument in a brass quintet, and you can hear it clearly in this extract. The tuba also featured in jazz from the earliest New Orleans days. Here's Fred Dupin.